Hey there, kiddos, and welcome back to the channel. Boom! Hand reveal. That's right. Isn't that crazy? You guys have never seen my hands before. We're into some freaky deaky nonsense here. In today's video, I am just going to be going through some slivers. Some slivers that I've amassed over the years. Exactly one person asked me to show off some of the slivers I've accumulated, and I am nothing if not a sucker for peer pressure, so we're going to be going through just some boxes here. Nothing too crazy, nothing too extravagant. While I just talk for a bit about my current thoughts on Magic the Gathering, where it's going and where it's been. So first off, in case you guys don't know, I am a huge fan of slivers as a creature type. I fell in love with them basically as soon as I started playing the game, and right around here, M14, M15, these kind of slivers, these are the kind I knew first, and then I found out about the older ones. I mean, these are pretty cool looking in my opinion, but this is the real stuff. And yeah, basically ever since I started playing Magic the Gathering, I have been super into slivers of all shapes and sizes. The only ones I have not actively collected are the most recent ones from Commander, the weird ones that have Modern Horizons 3, I think, is the one that had the new sliver legend. I don't remember which set it was. Oh, look at that. Ancient. Prehistoric foil, basically. Oh, those look so beautiful in my opinion. And, yeah, so I've been a huge fan of slivers ever since I first laid eyes on them. Plague Sliver's pretty dope. This is the anti-sliver sliver. All slivers have, at the beginning of your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to you. How to really screw over your sliver playing friends. Yeah, I tried playing them in Standard for a bit. That didn't work out that well. I tried playing them in Modern, and then I learned about Commander, and that was the end of that. And I quickly switched over to playing slivers in Commander, and that became my main way to play the game, main way to engage with Magic overall. Wait, no, this is Modern Horizons 1 slivers. So I have Modern Horizons 1 slivers in the collection, just not Modern Horizons 3. Which one has the new slivers? You guys let me know, because I don't recall. It has been a hot minute, hasn't it? Since I've really plugged myself into new-ish Magic product and really paid attention. This one's one of my favorites. This is the new Gem Height sliver, Mana Weft sliver. It's one of the best ones. I got some promo slivers. Yeah, so ever since the beginning, I've been super into slivers. Both, not just to play with them, but just to collect them. And, you know, there was a time where I was actively trading as much as I could. And whenever I saw a sliver card, no matter how good it was or what the condition of the card itself was, I would usually just try and get it in a trade, just because I love these guys so freaking much. Just the idea of an entire race of creatures, an entire tribe of creatures that work together to just produce the most amazing effect, that really is, like, in my opinion, the best tribal kind of deck you could have in any card game. And it just really resonates with me. Just a bunch of dudes of the same type working together towards an inevitable goal. I like that. I like that a lot. And the sliver aesthetic, of course, is really cool. Their effects are nice, but it's really the freaky deaky alien look to them. Because, I mean, like, what is that even supposed to look like? A crazy snake monster with a claw arm. I've always been super fascinated by the slivers. I've just loved them all the entire time. Oh, here's Basalt Sliver. This is my game winner right here. If you know, you know. More Magnetic slivers, Hive Stone. So yeah, it's not just slivers, it's sliver-related things like the Vidalcan Aether Mage, who returns a sliver to its owner's hand when it comes into play, which is so weird. Here we go. Here's some legendary slivers in the box. So we've got Sliver Overlord from this was, I could have sworn, not from the vault. Yeah, it does. The secret layer. I forgot it's on the tip of my tongue. So this was a secret layer sliver, a Modern Horizon sliver. This is a Sliver Queen that is damaged. It's got a story to it, to the damage on it, because it wasn't damaged when I acquired it, but you can see there this half-circle dent on it. It's got a whole story to it. I'm not going to tell that story right here because it's super mega embarrassing for me personally, and it's a huge dark spot in my collection history, but just know that this was damaged on my watch, and I'm not happy about it. Sliver Legion, super cool card. Banding Sliver, I think this is the only not real Sliver I own. I freaking love... This is one of my favorite pieces of art in the game. Bone Scythe Sliver. That is so freaking cool, so freaking menacing. Could you imagine walking into this thing in a dark alley at 2 o'clock in the morning with just pikes for hands? I'd cry. This thing is so freaking cool. Another Sliver Overlord, a Sliver Legion. Another Sliver Overlord, a signed Hive Lord. A big fan of that. Another Sliver Overlord. How many of these do I have? I think they're all damaged. I think all the old ones are damaged. Like, this came out of the deck, so it's not in terrible condition. Not going to get it graded, but this one's damaged. Like, look at that. Oof. I got this for like a few dollars just because of the condition it was in. The guy wasn't going to get rid of it, but I was like, I'll buy it, and he sold it to me. So, boom, now it's mine. And those aren't the only legendary slivers I have. I do have, like, I have a sliver deck with, let's get you open. I got the Queen. I do run her as my main commander. The deck is fun. It plays nice. And so I've got a damaged copy of the Queen. I have this Queen in here. And then I have two more. I have this oversized Sliver Queen that I'm a really big fan of. To my knowledge, this is the only other print of the Queen beyond the original from Stronghold. And yeah, it's just a big card. I keep telling myself that I'm going to, whip this out at Commander Night, but I never do. I should get around to doing that. And then, of course, I have this copy, my one of the handful of actual graded cards I care about. It's the PSA 10 Queen. I consider this, there's a lot of people who have, like, extremely expensive cards and exceedingly rare cards as the pinnacle of their collection. But to me, this is pretty much always going to be my grail. This is my favorite card in my collection by a long shot, not just because of what it is, but because of the story behind it. I actually received a box of Stronghold for my birthday a few years ago. It was a gift from my brother. We cracked it together, pulled some really good cards. There was a Mox Diamond in it, and of course there was this Sliver Queen, and we sent this off for grading right away, and it came back a 10. So yeah, this is just a nice piece of history with me, and I'm never going to get rid of this. This is like my favorite card I've ever owned, ever will own. It's just great. Then move on for the rest of the collection. In case you can't tell, there was an attempt to organize this at one point. But as time went on and as I kept adding more and more slivers to the collection, I just kind of abandoned the idea of having it organized at all. And like, this has nothing to do with slivers, but it's from the sliver deck, so I kept it. So, oh yeah, even foreign slivers are in here. I think this is Korean. Then that's Japanese. Yeah, once you start really just piling it on, look at the damage on that bad boy. You'd be surprised how quickly you lose track of even attempting to organize what you've got, especially when other things come up. I still have the deck box for the deck series. What's in here? These tokens? Yeah, okay. There's just some sliver tokens in here. I kept the deck box because, duh, it's slivers. And over here in the rest of this first box, we have more tokens, some more damaged foils from the olden days, some really rough looking dudes. I feel like if there's people out there who know, like, how it feels to be super into something just for the sake of enjoying it, they'll understand. But there really is just this absolute love I have for slivers as a whole. And no matter how bad Wizards of the Coast gets, no matter how bad Magic the Gathering gets, I will always find joy and a simple pleasure in collecting and enjoying these slivers. And I think there's a lot of people out there, for not just Magic the Gathering, but for any card game really, who can really resonate with that idea of enjoying what you enjoy regardless of how bad things get, and just being happy with what you got. Ooh, Dormant Sliver. This thing is absolutely sick. It's deceptive. all slivers have defender. Your opponents, if you play this card, they'll think you're not a real threat because you can't attack. But when this creature comes into play, draw a card, that leads to some degenerate plays and can really help you close out games. Love that boy. Man, Venture Sliver. Hoo-hoo. Lava Belly Sliver, which can help end games. Ah, there's Gemhide Sliver. I knew we had one of you in here. The OG Mana Dork of Slivers. Really helps you win every game he's in. He's great. Oh, this is all Time Spiral Remastered, I think. Absolutely love it. The cool thing about... Oh, man, look at that freaky deaky brain case. The cool thing, I think, about... just kind of casually collecting things as you can because it's part of what you enjoy in your hobby is if it's something you love, you know, you're always just kind of satisfied to have it. Oh, there we go. Some more signed slivers. Another bone slime sliver. This is a DCI promo. I don't remember what it's from. Another Hive Lord, another Hive, another Legion, another Overlord. This one's not in terrible condition. How many Overlords do I have then? Like 5? 4 or 5? I'm not keeping track. That's what I'm talking about. Once you start accumulating so much, you easily lose track of what you got, and only the tippy-toppy stuff matters to you, right? And then this is just... Everything in this box isn't full yet. This is the newer stuff, so I haven't even tried organizing this one. It's just all kind of thrown in there, like Vampiric Sliver. What a silly Billy. It's got an exposed rib cage there. That's super freaky. Its arms all melted down to the bone. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in here. I feel like I could probably make an hour-long video going over like my top 10 slivers and how cool they all look, but really at the end of the day, I just really like them a whole lot, no matter how freaky they look. Just because the way they play is super appealing. The art style for most of them is super appealing. The story behind them, in case you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Magic lore, and these guys have quite the story behind them, even if it's not exactly the happiest one. So yeah, just a lot of things about these cards combine, and it combines in a way that makes me love them regardless of the game surrounding them, and I think that alone is a really powerful thing, and resonates with me really, really strongly because... Look, the fact of the matter is, Magic the Gathering is a game that is, no matter what I have against it, no matter what anyone else has against it, it's a game that managed to produce a set of cards that, come hell and high water, I will love just for what they are, regardless of what ends up happening. Including one card that I think I would never part with, just because it means so much to me personally. And I think any game that has the ability to do that, regardless of how you think about it in the short term, I think that is a really just kind of subtly beautiful thing. Oh yeah, there's no organization to this whatsoever. Just a bunch of Sentinel Slivers. Constricting Sliver, Growth Sliver. I feel like at one point I tried maybe to organize this box, but I don't think so, because this is all... These are all relatively new as part of the hoard. Can you guys tell that I like slivers? Actually, that should be the question for the video. What do you guys think my favorite creature type is? Oh, look how damaged. Oh, it's not going to show up on the camera, is it? But there's a huge dent right there. This one's got scratches. This one's got scratches. But yeah, that's my question for the video. What do you guys think my favorite creature type in Magic the Gathering is? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an S, ends with an R. Huh, I wonder what it could possibly be. Slivers, sliver, 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 sliver. Yeah, there's just so much nice things about this creature type. And I do hope, I know I said earlier that I wasn't actively collecting the newer slivers. And that's just because an opportunity for them hasn't come up. I wasn't trading by the time they released. I wasn't actively buying Magic the Gathering product by the time those decks came out. So it just kind of slipped my mind. If, they came to me and I was actively trading with someone and they had some in their collection, yeah, I'd add the newer slivers. It's just not really something I'm focusing on right now. Because my collection goals have shifted. I'm focusing on other things, not just my personal sliver collection, but stuff that I hope to turn into long-term success for me personally. So slivers have kind of taken a back burner in like the last 2 years of my life. I say that this box here is new, but I think the last time I actively added something to it intentionally was like maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And ever since then, the new cards have been added to it are just things that come in like bulk collections or anything. Like, I think everything from the first half of this box here is just stuff I pulled out of bulk lots that I've bought over the last 2 or 3 years. Because again, I can't really... I'd love to say that I can actively pursue my sliver collection addiction, but, you know, other things come up in life, other things that I want to focus on, other things that I want to spend my time on, so I don't actively collect slivers right now. Although, I wouldn't be opposed to resuming that collection again in the future, just because, again, I do like these boys a lot. I am always happy to have them. Ooh, look at that one. That one's rough. That foiling isn't going to show through on the camera, but there's like a whole layer of like wear and tear. None of those scratches are showing up. This thing is coated in scratches. Any of them showing up on the camera? No? Okay. Whoever played with that card was definitely shuffling it around a lot unsleeved. We got it here at the end, more artifact slivers. So there you go. Yeah, like I said, that's just natural slivers I've accumulated over the last few years, plus oversized queen and my graded queen. These are the jewels of my collection, and I am super happy to have them. So thank you guys for joining me on this little trip down memory lane and a little showcase of just something in this game, something in Magic the Gathering itself, and I just love so much and will always give me some of an attachment to it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.